It is Mariana's. We'll watch Dante's Boxing Nation. Keep watching. Otherwise,
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So I'm a little annoyed with myself right now because I actually did this video, I don't know, about 4 or 5 days ago, and when I played it back, for whatever reason, the commentary was all chopped up, so I had to just take the whole video down, and I didn't get around to doing it till now. So it was reported a couple days back that Danny Garcia, who many believe was in negotiations with Berto, is now stalling, or he's been stalling, and now he's possibly looking at facing John Molina. That was the report a couple days back. Now, right after I seen that report, I got a call from one of my buddies who works with PBC, and he told me, he said, I'm letting you know right now, it's not a rumor. Matter of fact, the Danny Garcia versus John Molina fight is a 90% done deal. That's what he told me. Now, obviously, it's not official, and anything could change at the last minute. We've seen that happen in the Golovkin versus Chris Eubank situation, where all of a sudden we thought he was facing Eubank, and he ends up facing Kell Brook. So anything could come to fruition. But what I'm telling you guys right now is, if Danny Garcia bypasses Berto and takes a John Molina fight, that would be the ultimate definition of cherry picking. And this is coming from a guy that hasn't really been criticizing Danny Garcia that much when it comes to his level of opposition. If Danny picks John Molina, that is a huge cherry pick. There's no doubt about it. And this is no disrespect to John Molina, but let's just be realistic. John Molina, he makes Berto look like Floyd Mayweather, if you know what I mean. You know, this is pretty interesting, and matter of fact, I may just put the clip at the beginning of this video, but when I interviewed Danny Garcia, and I asked him about Golovkin versus Brook, what did he say to me? He said, listen, I'm gonna tell you something right now. If Golovkin could fight welterweights, shouldn't nobody complain about who I fight. I should be able to fight whoever I wanna fight. And it's crazy because I'm thinking that maybe Danny Garcia, he's just being a little sarcastic and taking some jabs at Gennady Golovkin. But who would have ever thought that Danny Garcia, he meant that in a real way when he said that. When he said that, he really meant that. Like, oh man, I could fight whoever I want to fight if he's fighting welterweights. Because now we're starting to see just that. And matter of fact, I told you guys I may put the clip in this video, but since I'm doing this video right now on my cell phone, I'm gonna go ahead and just add the link in the description box. Or if you're watching the video on your laptop, I'll also put the link in the screen or on the screen so you guys can just click on it and check out that interview where Danny Garcia actually said that. That was in Alabama at the Deontay Wilder fight when he said that. But yeah, man, if Danny Garcia fights a John Molina or someone on the level of a John Molina, someone who's not even as good as an Berto, Danny Garcia is going to receive an enormous amount of backlash. I mean, I know he's already been receiving criticism, but this just takes it to a whole nother level. I mean, when you consider the fact that you have Keith Thurman, who just beat Sean Porter. Sean Porter was willing to fight Keith Thurman. So you have the top welterweights that are willing to face the best welterweights. Now, and of course, no one wants to fight Errol Spence, but that's a whole different story. So once again, though, if Thurman is fighting Sean Porter and Danny Garcia is thinking about fighting John Molina, that is a bad look for Danny Garcia. That is a really bad look. And it could be argued that deep down, now we found out that Danny Garcia, he has no interest at all in facing Keith Thurman. That's what it looks like. You're going to bypass Andre Berto to fight John Molina? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Now, something else my buddy from PBC was telling me is, and once again, this is all just speculation, but he believes it's possible that Danny Garcia may be taking the easiest opponent next to possibly secure a fight with Floyd Mayweather. That is a possibility. Danny Garcia is still undefeated. He's one of the welterweight champions. And to me, there's no doubt that Floyd Mayweather is returning, coming back to the ring. The question is, who is he going to face? And if that were true, that Floyd Mayweather was looking at Danny Garcia, can you guys imagine if Floyd Mayweather were to face Danny Garcia, then come back and face Manny Pacquiao in a rematch? That would be a big move for Floyd Mayweather. So, I mean, you know, there's a lot of possibilities right now. But even if that were the case, that Danny Garcia is picking John Molina just to be on the safe side because he's trying to secure a Mayweather match, that still doesn't change the fact that this is a horrible cherry pick if Danny Garcia faces John Molina next. So we'll see what he does. We'll see how the public reacts to it as well. That's pretty much all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.